One Page Weekly with Nick Slavik. DORAGI. Data plus feelings. Remember everyone saying there's no good people out there for the last decade? Statistically and rationally, that's not true. We all know that. But what makes recruiting and retention tough for most small businesses? 66% of employees would consider leaving their jobs because there's no formal onboarding or training process. It's likely that over 90% of the painting industry are single owner operators or companies with only a handful of employees. The likelihood that these micro companies have formal recruiting, onboarding, and training processes is very low. And the likelihood that these same companies have the support structure and professionalism to keep humans is even lower. Think job descriptions, pay scale, safety training, goal setting and review processes, SOPs, and employee manuals. If I may be so bold, I will reflect that my company is known for its recruiting, onboarding, training, and retaining processes, our beloved decent human being system. We've built a really cool thing by finding good humans, training the heck out of them, and being supportive. Next week, we start 3 brand new decent human beings in our apprenticeship program. We had 100 applicants, 23 phone interviews, 13 in-person interviews to cull the herd to 3 people who I think share our core values, will be open to our training, and be avatars of our other decent human beings. DORAGI, D-O-R-A-G-I, stands for demonstrate, observe, redemonstrate, assign a task, goal set, and inspect. It's a formal and very basic training process typically used in the skilled trades or anywhere else a lot of hands-on training is needed. In our apprenticeship program, we do simple, obvious things very thoroughly and very consistently. Example, on our recruits' first day, we put them in a scale replica training bedroom, hand them our wall SOP, and have the head trainer demonstrate each of the 22 steps to professionally paint the walls in a bedroom. He will have them do it, then after that demonstrate, but give them feedback on what did not meet our standards. Then on to the next step. That's the DOR of the DORAGI. Later, in their first week of training, we will assign them a task of painting that room, give them a time goal, then inspect the final product. That's the AGI of DORAGI. Feeling disappointed that we don't have a magic training video or secret psychological techniques to make people comply with our SOPs? I hear you. Our people processes are painfully simple, but not always easy. It's a great example of the many effective things in our business. We do small, meaningful things always and forever. People take constant management, support, and empathy. They also thrive on feedback, encouraging feedback from managers that uphold the standards, but put forth some empathy while doing so. If I may be spicy towards our industry for 1 second, let's all be honest. We don't suffer from lack of good people. We suffer from a lack of good businesses to support good people. We all know what to do. We just sometimes don't want to do it. This goes for most of the processes in our businesses: marketing, estimating, accounting, production. We don't win with apps and software. We win with people. That we invest so little in people is a testament to how difficult and sometimes how painful professional human relationships can be. But the joy of my professional life has been seeing a decent human being being supported, getting it, then thriving and creating a little freedom machine for themselves and their families. Being that vehicle for them gives me energy, and it makes me a better human. You can put in your 10,000 hours and call yourself a master, but I believe deeply that one will never really be a master in their craft until you teach it to another. This has been One Page Weekly with Nick Slavik.